Hello, good morning. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene. My name is Danu, and I'll be leading our meditation this morning. So I invite you all to close your eyes or to have a soft downward gaze. Let's start off by taking 3 deep breaths together, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And once more. So this meditation will be all about deep breath and seeing if you can move your breath, bringing that nourishing life force into all areas of your body. So we're going to start off breathing in to the crown of our heads, still in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just try that a few times. Picture and feel moving that energy up into the crown of your head. And as you breathe up into the crown, just allow yourself to feel those muscles relax, releasing any tension up at the top of your head. We'll see if you can move your breath up into your forehead, up into your mind's eye. Just breathe into that space a few times. Every time you breathe in, feeling the energy, focus in that space. Every time you exhale, feeling a release from that area. See if you can move your breath right into the center of your face, focused in your nasal passages, up into the sinuses. Now feel your breath move to the back of your head, along your spinal cord. With each breath, releasing any tension, any stiffness. Now see if you can breathe deep into the mouth, into your jaw, allowing all those tiny muscles to let go, relax. Let go of any tendency to clench the jaw. If it helps, you can allow your mouth to open, just to let those muscles hang loose. Now see if you can move your breath down into the neck, starting with the sides of the neck. Releasing any tightness or tension you may have been carrying. Now see if you can breathe into the front and the back of the neck. Breathe into the throat, allowing it to expand. See if you can move that breath down into the shoulders. Spend a little extra time here, as most of us tend to carry a lot of tension in the shoulders. Allowing them to sink a little deeper with each exhale. Now focus your breath into your chest, into your ribs, to your lungs. Allowing your breath to expand your chest cavity as wide as it goes. I invite you to place a hand over your heart. Just focus a few breaths into the heart. Now see if you can move that breath down into the stomach, down into the intestines. See if you can move your breath down all the way through your arms. Imagine each exhale moving out through your fingertips. Now picture moving your breath all the way down your spinal cord. Imagine that exhale moving the breath out through the base of the spine. Now see if you can move your breath down into the pelvis, allowing each inhale to expand the pelvic region. Allowing those pelvic floor muscles to relax, loosen up. Now move that breath down into the thighs. Imagine each exhale moving out through your knees. Releasing any tension in those muscles, those tendons connecting to the knees. Now move that breath down into the calves, into the shins, all those muscles. Remembering that each exhale is a release, it's a relaxation. Now moving that breath all the way down to the feet, picturing each exhale moving out through the toes. And finally, see if you can move your breath all the way down into the earth. Feel that connection, sharing that reciprocal life force with the earth. Picture the earth inhaling and exhaling with you. Take a few final breaths, focusing that breath back into your core. And this concludes our guided meditation. You may continue to meditate if you'd like, or just relax. And our music will begin in a few moments. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. We are your Joy Notes. I am Sue Otis.
Acacia Koa.
Sister V.
And it's a little reminder, please turn off your cell phones, relax, and join us.
Please stand if you're able to join us. The words will be up on the screen.
It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up of your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us, by and by. It's in every one of us to be free. Find your heart, let yourself simply be. We can all have everything without ever knowing how. It's in every one of us, here and now. It's in every one of us, here and now.
Take a moment and greet your neighbor. Hey, show some love. Show some love.
Show some love. Show some love.
All right, girls, we're going to do this. As we come back to our seats, we're going to sing another song.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Sing that to each other.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
One more time.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Awesome, guys. Go ahead and have a seat, and we're going to have our presider come up and navigate us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. My name is Mike Retzian. I am a member of the Board of Trustees, so if you want to bump into a board member, that's me. But today I am a second Sunday, and I am the second Sunday presider. And I think I'm getting a little better at this, but bear with me. Let's see. Thank you so much to our musicians and to our singers. This is a community. We're all on the same team. We're just, so we all help out. So part of the team is doing some singing. We do have in the lobby, for anybody that is new, just a real simple contact sheet, and we don't spam you, but if you give us your name and email address, once a week, that's it. You just get this email that tells you all the stuff that's going on for the ensuing week. And let's see. going to start with Declaration of Principles. Unity of all life. We believe in the unity of all life and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. And I think we have a July. What? Oh, our practitioner today is Danu. Good to see you. And he's going to lead us in a treatment. Thank you, Linda. And first, first we got one more song.
Come together.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one mind, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord.
Good morning, everyone. Hi. I will be leading our affirmative prayer, or spiritual mind treatment, as we call it. So I invite you all to close your eyes or to have a soft downward gaze. Just take 3 deep breaths. Remembering right here and now that Spirit is all there is. Spirit is the first cause. It is the one source energy, the one creative force that created everything out of itself. I know that Spirit is eternal. It is ever present, ever moving, and transforming. I know that Spirit, being the source of all things, is the source of wholeness, unity, and clarity. And as a piece of all there is, as a piece of this one sacred life, I know that I am one with Spirit. It is all that I am made of. And just as I know this truth for myself, I know this truth for each beloved soul here today, that we are all unique and sacred expressions of Spirit. And as these expressions of Spirit that we are, I know that we are all born from wholeness, in wholeness. That regardless of any experience, regardless of any circumstance, that wholeness is eternal. I allow that wholeness to move through us, to inform us, to guide us, that we see that wholeness reflected in the mirror and reflected in the whole world around us. I know that we are unified within wholeness, both as individuals and as one connected whole. I allow this to bring clarity in each moment for each one of us, guiding us, helping us, and loving us. And I am so grateful to know this truth. I'm so grateful for the wholeness, the unity, the clarity that brings us together. Knowing the power of my word, I release it now into the creative law of mind. I let it be so, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Danu. That was great. Let's see. Now, before you even mouth to me, I got that one. The July affirmation. I'm going to read this first, and then second time you guys may join in if you would like to. When I choose to embrace and honor all of who I am, I also honor the humanity and the divinity in everyone I meet. I create bridges wherever I go. All together now. When I choose to embrace and honor all of who I am, I also honor the humanity and the divinity in everyone I meet. I create bridges wherever I go. And in honor of Radiant, I'm going to say, wherever I go! Let's see. At this center, we know spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives, so we use the principles of the science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. I just thought it was a fist fight or something. I was like ready. Okay, let's see. I am about to introduce the talk and the song. Okay. Okay. The practitioner today is Daniel Green. Today's message is Who I Am Reflects How I Am. And today's music, Susan Otis. Please don't be disappointed in me.
Well, good morning, everyone, again. Who I am reflects how I am. Well, when I am really centered, I am a person of peace. Sometimes I forget I'm a person of peace, but I always come back to that and know that that's what is my truth inside of me. This song is called Peace by Horace Silver. There's a place that I know where the sycamores grow. Daffodils have their fun. Where the cares of the day seem to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done. If I go there real late, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. If I search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide, then the answers are sure to come. No need to worry none. life's sweet seed when it grows like a big yellow rose, yet in the end comes undone. But that sweet smelling thing will blossom next spring with the kiss of the midday sun. Living has just begun. When you find peace of mind, leave your worries behind. Don't say that it can't be done. With a new point of view, life's true meaning comes to you, and the freedom you seek has begun. Peace is for everyone. Peace when the day is done. Peace is for everyone.
We're going to do a little opening song before our meditation. And if you've never meditated before, this is a good time to start. We'll just have a little opening, and then our talk will start.
I am
And breathing out. I let the idea of opening settle upon me. Opening my mind, opening my heart, opening myself, to allow connection, to allow new ideas, to allow my soul to ask for what it wants and needs. I am opening. My heart is ready. The truth of me is greater than anything my human mind can comprehend. And for this, I give thanks. I let go. I let it be so, and so it is. Well, good morning, and I was trained early on that when something is present, you need to paint it red. And so this morning, I emailed myself my talk notes so that I would have them here because my printer at home is not working, and I went to print them here. And I'm printing in black and white, but our printer is out of blue ink. And it doesn't want to print anything in black and white if it's out of blue ink. So I'm doing my best to do my talk from my phone. For those of you who know, I do 20-point font, so I can just glance down and see it. Well, you can't do 20-point font on your phone. So bear with me if I seem to struggle a bit. And Linda's got her phone up there today. Why she got her phone? We're supposed to have our phones turned up. Well, she's got her phone because it's got her talk notes on it. Oh, how I am reflects, or no, who I am reflects how I am. What I'm thinking, what I'm believing, what I'm telling myself broadcasts itself into the world. It is a reflection. It's like, it really is all done with mirrors. The universe reflects back to me what I expect of it. If I am frightened and afraid and angry, I see a frightened, afraid, and angry world. If I am filled with love and compassion, I see beauty all around me. I decide the filter that I put on every day. And some days I let go of my intention and get up all involved in what's going on, and other days I remember who I am. This month, I thought it would be a good idea, being halfway through the year, to go and incorporate our regular talks with our back to the basics. And we're doing the whole idea of how I am who I am being, who I am thinking, reflecting back out as to how I am. And the basic concept of our teaching is that there's only one life. Last week we looked at the concept that there are no bad parts. We are not broken. We do not have things that we need to hide from the world. We do not have things that are wrong with us. Though each of us would swear, oh, but you don't know, I've got blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, you do have that, but it's not bad. It's part of what makes you you, and it needs to be loved and embraced. And so what we're looking at is the thing itself. In the words of Dr. Holmes, in the words of Dr. Holmes, there's a power for good in the universe that is greater than you are, and you can use it. We say that, and it sounds really cool. There is a power for good in the universe, and it's greater than you are, and you can use it. We've had a lot of discussions at this center about people who are upset by the G word. God. That thing that we call, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It has to do with the definition we have of that thing. And that's why I love that Dr. Holmes calls it the thing itself. It is not a guy or a gal. It is both guys and gals. It is everything that includes every part of everything and everyone. It is the energy. It is the light. It is the dark. It is the warmth. It is the cold. It is all these things. It is not, but we've got a story of it, of an old man with a beard and a bad attitude who lives up there and throws lightning bolts and loves us so much he created an eternal hell where we can be damned forever. Gosh. What's not to love? You know? And so when we try to find other words for this energy that we're talking about, this intelligence that we're talking about, this unifying principle that we're talking about, falling back on the word that we've been grown up with is comfortable and easy, but it can also incite in people pain and upset because it represents an energy that is not loving and is not inclusive and does not feel caring. And so what we're wanting to look at is the idea that the word God itself isn't bad. It's the idea that we have about it that limits our ability to see. Because the very definition of defining is to state what something is, which is to put limits on it, which is to build a box in which to insert it. Well, you can't take the infinite and put it in a box. It won't work because there isn't a box big enough. You know, we say the universe is a circle whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. Wherever I am is the middle of everything, and there is no edge. No matter where I am, I'm at the center of everything, and yet there is no edge. So, knowing that is who and what we are, and knowing that everything works perfectly, yes, because it's a divine idea in the mind of God. Okay. We have a lot of words in our teaching, and one of them is law. And law sounds like rules and regulations and the 10 Commandments and a lot of thou shalt nots and everything. And when we talk about law, what we're talking about is principles that work as in science, like the law of gravity. If I pick up this piece of paper and I let go of it, I do not have to pray that it will go down and not float away, because the law of gravity will take care of that automatically without any intercession on my part. The law of mind is that whatever I begin thinking about becomes my focus. Whatever I begin focusing on becomes my experience. Whatever I begin experiencing becomes my reality. And it all started with my thought that I'm impressing into the law which is saying, yes, my beloved, I can do that. Oh my God, we're all going to die. Yes, my beloved, I can do that. Yeah. Well, we don't want to affirm these things, and I do have news for you. Yes, we are all going to die. Nobody gets out of here alive. I don't mean here, I mean universally here. The primary cause of death is birth. You cannot die if you were not born. Consequently, only those people who were born will die, but everybody who was born will die. This is just one of those truths of life. It is not, life in itself is not permanent, though we are permanent. And that's one of the other parts of the law that we believe in, is that we existed before we moved into this soul sack. We existed. We will exist after we leave this soul sack. That this is an experience we're having so that we can do human things like stumble and hurt ourselves and fall down and get up and fall in love and eat chocolate and play and laugh and go to saunas or spas or whatever we want to do to experience the physicality of being in a human form, and then we'll experience another form down the road. The law is there to serve us. The law is there just as this phone is here to serve me. Yes, it is. Hello, there you are, sweetie. I love you so much. Okay, we've been working with the law our entire life, though we're not aware of it. It's the mirror that reflects the focus of our thoughts. The law is what we use every day when we decide. Does anybody at some point in the day decide what kind of a day you're going to have? Does anybody at some point in your day decide that you're going to go somewhere or do something? You're using the law every time you do that. Every decision you make, every choice you make, every idea you have is putting the law in motion for you. And I have become I wandered through, I went to Barnes & Noble a few years ago and was looking across the room, and there's this picture of Ralph Waldo Emerson across the room, and it says, Lessons from an American Stoic. And I'm going, huh? And I went over and I pick it up, and I've heard of the Stoics, but I didn't ever think of, and then I realized Ralph Waldo Emerson was a Stoic. Our energy, our organization, the science of mind, New Thought itself is an outgrowth. We call it New Thought, Ancient Wisdom, and it is an outgrowth of the Stoic philosophy. Because the Stoic philosophy is that our power lies in mastering our thoughts around the world, about the world around us, not the world. We have mastery over the way we think of things. We don't have mastery over the world. We have mastery over the way we think about it, the way we talk about it, the way we live in it, the way we do things. We get to choose whether we're going to hate this or love it. We get to choose whether we're going to say, okay, I don't like what's happening, and I can see something better. I can see something that could be more than this, and I'm going to work towards that rather than put my energy into fighting this. Does that grok with anybody? Yeah, it's okay, and then I was just reaching for my paper, but it's over here. Okay. The thing then works for us by working through us and is us. The thing works for us by working through us and is us always. It cannot work for us in any other way. It spreads itself over the whole universe and shouts at us from every angle. But it can become power to us only when we recognize it as power. Therefore, our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle, which of itself is without limit. There is this limitless principle saying, honey, I'm here to help you, I'm here to help you, I'm here to, but until we go, oh, wow, there's a power there that's here to help me, it can't do anything for us. It is ready to fill everything because it is infinite, so it is not a question of its willingness nor its ability. The entire question is our own receptivity. How much am I willing to receive? How willing am I to receive? How deserving do I feel I am? How much good can I accept? Well, surely the universe isn't here. It's not like some big grab box or what. It actually sort of is. We're not here to get the grab box, but what we are here is to realize the power that is inherent in us and to take it in and let it reflect back to the world the wonder of who we are. There's a power for good in the universe that is greater than you are, and you can use it. Are you willing to use it? Are you willing to say, yes, this is something I would like to see, this is something I would like to have, this is something I would like to be? But the ball's in our corner. Okay, so we talked about law, which is the ability of the universe to automatically respond to our thinking, to the impress of our thoughts, to the way it's like I said, the laws of thermodynamics, the laws of gravity, the law of spirit works the same way. It works automatically. We have other words we use which get lots really kind of fun. There is involution and evolution. It's like, what? Involution is planting the seed. We're putting the seed in the soil, in the mind, in the law. And what happens when we let go of it is the evolution of the thought into our life experience. So when we involve our thoughts in what it is we desire, we create what it is we desire. When we involve our thoughts in what it is we fear, guess what? We create the experience of what we fear. Whether we create the actual thing happening, we live in a place of fear because that's the seed we planted. Everything is cause and effect, involution and evolution, planting and reaping the harvest. There is reason to be conscious of the good that is possible. The universe gives without limit. It is infinite. But it can't give us more than we're willing to take. And it won't give us more than we believe is possible. And when I've told the story many times about how, when I owned my bar and I was just starting the teaching and studying this, and I came from class and I needed to get gas in my car because I had errands to run in the morning. This was how old and long ago this is. I needed $5, to put some gas in my car, which wasn't going to fill the tank, but it was going to get me to run the errands that I needed. So it was at least 4 or 5 gallons. I walked in, and my bartender said, "What do you want me to do with this $5? I said, "What $5? Oh, you loaned Mono $5 the other night, and he gave it back today." And I said, "Oh, well, I was going to come in and get $5." So there, I set the intention of going in and picking up $5, and there it was. So then I'm home and I'm cleaning out my house, and I've got a purse that I had taken out for an evening, and I opened it up before I stuck it back in the drawer where because it was a dress purse, I don't use that often, and there was a $20 bill in it. I'm like, well, hey, I'm going to keep on with this stuff here, and yeah, this and more, and sometime later, one of my cooks, her husband, ran lighting for Tina Turner. and he was home on break. He was an incredible artist and whatever. So anyway, he made good money and traveled the world and did all this stuff. Well, he was home on break, and I let them stay after and do a little something, over. We had I said, you can't sit in front of the window, but you can pour yourself some beers, you can make yourself some sandwiches, and they were with a few friends, and they had an after-hours party. Shh, don't tell the ABC about it, okay? So anyway, the next day, I got the ticket out. I said, just keep a ticket of what you did, and they ran up about $25, $30. It was nothing. It was not a lot at all. And Charles handed me a $100 bill. And I hit my limit. Oh, I can't take that. I hit the point where I couldn't accept a bigger gift. Instead of receiving it and saying, this is, let me just take out what you charged and give it back to you so that I could keep the flow going, I just stopped it. Every one of us has a limit. If I ask you to imagine you found some money on the ground, how much money did you find? This is just a story, but I bet most of you found $20. You might have found, a couple of $100 bills. Nobody found $1,000. Nobody found, well, there you go. Cassie, let's talk later, okay? But most of us have limits, even on our imagination about a story that doesn't matter. A lot of money means, boop, that much. So we have to realize that the universe can only give us what we are willing to receive. Okay, scooping to the next. Then, knowing that the thing can work for us only through us, let us begin to accept today more good than we experienced yesterday, and to know that we shall reap a harvest of fulfilled desires. A harvest of fulfilled desires. The time must come when we shall have left the apparent lack behind, when it shall be rolled up like a scroll and numbered with the things which were once thought to be. Good old Ernest, he had a way with words. But the whole idea is, there is so much more than we believe is possible. There is so much more good. And one of the saddest stories, when the lottery started happening 20, 30 years ago, God, I guess it's closer to 40 now because we had lottery at my bar too. So the stories of the people who won the big lottery and within 3 years were broke. They got the big money, but they spent it all, invested it poorly, lost it all, whatever. It was no longer the reward that it looked like it could have been. Those are people who had consciousness of winning, but a limitation on what good they could accept. We are at the center of our own life. We lead the experience of what happens to us. There is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. Are we using it to our highest and best good, or are we running with old cars used to have what they called a governor, which slowed down how fast you could go, which put a limit or a cap on how much you could receive. We need to be able to decide what good is here for me. How much am I able and willing to accept? My friend Jim Lockard one time, years and years ago at a Asilomar, said, how good does your life have to get before you start getting nervous? Before you start getting nervous.
Say it again.
How good does your life have to get before you start getting nervous? Oh, the other shoe's going to drop. Oh, there's got to be something that'll offset this. Oh, this much good can't be possible. Oh, no, 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 no. That's what I'm talking about, that feeling of Oh God, this could happen, this could happen. Too many good things are happening. Something bad's going to happen now, right? Right? You know, something really horrible is going to happen now because all this good stuff happened. No. The only reason something horrible might happen is because I decided I didn't have any worthiness of the good that's here. That's not to say bad things don't happen, but what I'm wanting everybody to realize and to hear, I know that the words of Ernest are kind of sometimes big and hard to listen to, but the whole idea is it's not my fault, it's my responsibility. I am responsible for catching myself when I say a negative thing about myself or anybody else. I am responsible for the tone my energy takes, my words take. I am responsible for how I respond or react. And it's not a burden of, well, if that happened, then it's all your fault. What did you do? What's in your consciousness? That was something they used to, oh, what's in your consciousness? It's an ugly, nasty way of looking at it. That's not it. It's just being aware that if I am wishing ill of anyone else, that's going to splatter back on me. If I am feeling ugly about myself, that's going to splatter out on others. I have no bad parts. I have parts that I have yet to learn from. I have parts that are still growing and informing me. But who I am is a divine idea in an infinite intelligence that is waiting for me to remember. To remember who I am. I am the face of God. You are the face of God. We are the face of God. And when we say God, what we're talking about is an energy and an intelligence and an infinite love, not a guy with a beard and a bad attitude. So I thank you, I love you, I appreciate each of you, and we have power that we need to reclaim and remember, and that's the truth of who we are. Thank you.
Yes.
And do we have anybody, a transformational moment is a moment wherein something happened that reaffirmed the teaching for you. Like just before the service this morning, or for the gathering, I said, well, it was like 3 minutes or 4 minutes till, and I said, okay, we know right here and right now that Danu is walking through the door even as I speak, and the door opened and Danu walked through, because Danu was doing the meditation. And it was just, okay, so there. That was a transformational moment, because it proved, okay, it's happening even as I speak. God, on cue, he opened. I think he'd been waiting outside for 5 minutes for me to, say that probably. Yes. But anyway, do any of you have a moment where something wondrous has happened that you would like to share with us? And if you don't, that's okay. Last week we had 3. Okay, Danu. Yeah, speaking of Danu.
I'm drawing a blank on her name, but can you remind me the name of the minister who taught the prosperity class in Seattle?
Kathy Ann?
Kathy Ann, yes. So
Kathy Ann Lewis.
a few months back, I took an online workshop or course with Kathy Ann from Seattle. She's a wonderful, wonderful minister, great sense of humor too. So I highly recommend you step into that class next time she offers it. But it was all about your relationship with money and prosperity and abundance in general. And I've had a lot of breakthroughs in this teaching on my own over the years as I've studied it. And money has always been a big barrier for me because most of us have very concrete ideas about how money shows up in our lives, that we have to work harder if we want more money, that, it's only going to come from a job, it's only going to come from, certain sources. And through these practices, the main practice I got from this was naming every day that there's a good for me and I ought to have it. And the word ought, most people think it means should, but ought is more of an obligation. When you say I ought to have something, it means I am obligated to receive it. So I started that affirmation every single day of there's a good for me and I ought to have it. And then I named that good and I said, and part of my good today is my financial abundance and freedom. And my relationship with money has completely shifted over the next few months leading up to now. I didn't attach anything to the how it would show up. I just continued this affirmation every day. And I work at a job where I get tips, and every single shift now, I get tipped so generously. And it's not that I'm working harder. It's not that I'm trying to schmooze my customers anymore. It's simply that I know I deserve it, and I know that my good is coming to me, and it shows up. Even just surprising ways that money shows up. I find it on the ground all the time now, as Linda mentioned. And I'm also going to focus on imagining even more money showing up on the ground. Maybe a briefcase full of cash. But for the first time in my life, I've been able to trust Spirit, trust the universe, and trust that I'm always going to have what I need. And for months now, I have not dealt with anxiety around money and bills and paying my rent, and it's wonderful. So that's my story.
So, okay, I'd like to invite the song leaders and the ushers forward, please. This is our time of giving in terms of giving to the center. To all the income we get comes from everyone here, and so there are many, many ways that you can give to us, and they are on the screen. And basically, the bottom line is give from a place in your heart, give from a place of that abundance that Danu was talking about, not from a place of fear and anxiety. So whether or not you are giving today, if you have a gift, put it in your hand. If you don't, just take your hand and put it over your heart and repeat after me. I bless this gift.
I bless this gift.
Knowing it is the circulation of divine good.
Knowing it is the circulation of divine good.
And that it comes back to me.
Back to me.
Pressed down. Overflowing. And multiply.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
The band, because this is a song Suzanne wrote, by golly.
Hey, I haven't even done anything yet. This is called Who I Am Reflects How I Am. Living in this world, gonna find me some peace wherever I can. It's not always pretty and it's not always grand, but I'm doing the best that I can. my head feels like I'm going insane. Too much work for my brain. It's causing me unnecessary pain. Oh, who I am reflects how I am. All I gotta do is start. Who I am reflects how I am. Remembering to come from the heart. Who I am reflects how I am. I am opening another door. Who I am reflects how I am. I'm excited to see what's in store. Running round in circles while I'm standing still. It's all part of the dream. Well, I don't need to prove it, I know it, I know. When I relax and just go with the flow, because living in my head feels like I'm going insane. Too much work for this brain. It's causing me unnecessary pain. How I am. All I gotta do is start. Who I am reflects how I am. Remembering it comes from the heart. Who I am reflects how I am. I am opening another door. Who I am reflects how I am. I'm excited to see, I'm excited to see, I'm excited to see what's next in my life, what's more.
I think they liked it, Suzanne. Good job. And announcement time, I believe. Do we have any newcomers today? Anybody who's here for the first time? I don't see anybody I haven't seen before, or maybe they all left before we. So, welcome to everyone. Did you want to talk? You want to talk a little bit later, right? Yeah. Okay. So after the gathering today, the Oneness Blessing is in the classroom at 11:45, and it's also happening Thursdays at noon. The second Sunday workshop is today at noon in the social hall. Kathy is leading it. Did you have anything you wanted to say about it, or just remind people to go? Or just Kathy puts on amazing workshops, and this will be about an hour to 90 minutes. And it's a wonderful workshop she got to attend at the conference in Reno, and it's about connection and building lives together and building community, one person at a time. So it's going to be, I know it's going to be a very good workshop. And men's coffee is Tuesdays at 10:30. Oneness Blessing is Thursdays at noon. Writers Group is Thursdays at 1:30. And transmission meditation is Tuesdays at 2 in the meditation room with Bethel. And the basic drawing class with Linda McGill starts July 24th. It's Fridays from 10:30 to 12:30. $10 for materials and $5 to $10 a week. I know as a few of you have clicked you're going on the event in Facebook, but you need to go back and click on the Breeze link to register for the class. So be sure we do that. And now Jeanette is ready to talk about this. Yes.
Actually, it's too different. It's something different.
Oh,
But,
well, that's what you told me you wanted. Okay.
yeah, I wanted to talk about the focused or the open meditation, open awareness meditation. Do
Okay.
you mind if I do that?
Yeah, very briefly.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
So on Thursdays, instead of Soup for the Soul, we are holding Sandra and I are holding that space. And we are having an open awareness meditation initially. And I'd like to let you know what an open awareness is, what the difference between a closed or a focused meditation and an open awareness meditation. So we know that the focused meditation involves concentrating on a single point of focus. It helps to prevent mind wandering. It enhances present moment mindfulness and is used to train the mind and to improve concentration. The open awareness meditation is different in that it entails maintaining a broad sense of awareness of all thoughts, feelings, and sensations without attachment. It encourages a fluid experience of consciousness, allowing creativity and emotional processing. It is ideal for fostering a sense of acceptance, of presence. It encourages a state of relaxed attention, allowing thoughts and sensations to arise without judgment. It helps to cultivate mindfulness and enhances a sense of well-being. So I want to invite you all to join us for that meditation. We found that it's pretty powerful the last two times that we've met. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to encourage people. I love that Jeanette picks up the ball and runs with it, and thank you for that, the things that you do. We can start groups of any kind. We can start small groups. Kathy's got her game night. We've got other things, like, there's Soup for the Soul. There's Bethel's meditation. There are all kinds of different things. The book group that's coming up that Jeanette's going to be reading, or leading, is happening in August, and then the following weekend, the weekend of the 15th and 16th, Bob Simon is going to be back here. I'm so excited to have him back. He's an amazing musician. We'll be posting some of his videos on the website and in the newsletter, in the newsletter and on our Facebook page. The new member class is coming up in September. It's the second Sunday in September from noon to 1:30. Find out what it means to become a member of our community. Lunch will be served. So if you have not become an official voting member of the center, and you don't know if you think, well, what does that mean? You probably aren't one. So come join us and get a chance to find out what it is to be a member of the community. So you can join before our annual meeting in October. And Sister V, you wanted to talk a little bit about something or other with InReach. We had a great idea and we were going to talk about it, and there must be a reason. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Anyway, you know me, I'm Sister V, and I'm on your board trustees. We have a lot of things coming up, and we need your help, organizing. If you're a good organizer, come talk to me. If you like the sweep floors, come talk to me. Anything that everybody has a passion, everybody has a gift. So we encourage you to use those special gifts and talents, whatever they may be, to bring to the community, to bring to the board. Find out what those are. If it's just, maybe it's cutting paper. Maybe it's mowing the lawn. Who knows? I don't know what your gifts are, but you know what your gifts are, right? So bring those gifts that you have to the community. Come talk to one of the board members. That's me, Mike, Sandra, any one of us. And Astrid, any one of us. And just say, hey, I have an idea. Can we do this? And we'll go with it. Does that sound good? All right, guys. Thanks.
V. We are continuing our recycling program. I want to thank, we have several people who are really going overboard and doing wondrous jobs and bringing in bags and bags and bags of recycling. And the book boutique is not open today, but you can go in there afterwards, and if you find something you like, you can purchase it in the office. There's, as V said, all kinds of opportunities for sacred service. And thank you to Ellen and Amy and Susan for the beautiful artwork we have in the sanctuary. And practitioner of the day is going to talk to you very briefly about what practitioners do.
So I'll keep it simple. There is a good for you, and you ought to have it. So as practitioners, we are here to help you receive your good. We are here to know with you and for you that the universe and spiritual law works on your behalf to bring anything you need into your life, to transform any experience you might be faced with. So practitioners and ministers will be available after the gathering today. If you'd like a few minutes of prayer, come and see us. And if the practitioners and ministers that are here would stand up. Got Sista V, got Reverend Trish Mackey, Rev Linda Finley, and Kathy Day. And I am Danu Green, so please come see us if you'd like some prayer.
On the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. And on the wings of love, every one of us together flying high upon the wings of love. On the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. On the wings of love, every one of us together flying high up upon the wings of love.
If you choose, please repeat after me. I am. I can. And so it is.